What's up, AnimeBallZ fans? This is Ray bringing you another episode of What's New Japan. So, I hear you asking, what is What's New Japan? Well, What's New Japan is where I find out what's coming out from Japan over the next few weeks to months. I tell you about it, and if you think it sounds cool, you go and check it out when it finally hits the shores in Australia. So without further ado, let's get started. First up on my list of anime for you this week is an anime called Gone. Now, I've seen the manga of Gone at my local library for the past couple of years now, and it's actually looked pretty good. It looks like the main character can't actually speak any dialogue, and considering the rest of the cast is animals, I'd be surprised if they could actually speak dialogue as well. So the entire story is actually translated through, what's the word, emotional feelings based on how the characters act, really. The basic plotline of Gon is that Gon is a strange animal who appeared one day. All he knows how to do is eat, sleep, and play. So, the anime follows the adventures of Gon, and you can sure as heck bet that he's gonna drag all of the other animals into a huge uproar with his antics. Next up on the list is an anime called Zetman. Now, Zetman looks like it's a really seriously drawn anime, so I'm gonna put a disclaimer on this one that it's probably not aimed towards the kiddies as much as it is the more mature adults. Anyway, the basic plot of Zetman is Jin is a strange kid with an angel mark on his hand. He lives a poor but peaceful life with his grandfather, along with the other destitute and abandoned vagabonds near the river. One day his peaceful life changes when a strange monster named Player appears, chopping off heads and killing everyone who appears in front of it. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this sounds like a certain recently cancelled anime to me. I'm not saying it's going to be as bad as that recently cancelled anime, but it's sounding like it might be more of a spiritual successor to it. So, if you like anime that's named after an obscure concept, or you just like the sound of people having their heads chopped off, then I have one of two choices for you. You can either check out Zetman when it hits Australian shores, or you can build yourself a time machine and go back to the French Revolution. After the serious tone of Zetman, the third anime I have for you this week is really aimed at young children. It's called, and I apologize in advance for the pronunciation, Arashi no Yoru ni Himitsu no Tomodachi. Have no idea what that means, don't ask me, ask Criddle. Criddle's the one that speaks Japanese. Anyway, it's a story about a goat and a wolf. Not wolf as in the sound that dogs make, wolf as in the big, scary creatures that howl at moons. I'm sorry, I have very bad pronunciation. Anyway, the anime follows these two characters who become friends in a stormy night, and it shows how they become friends by overcoming differences and hardships, as would be expected when a goat and a wolf try to be friends. Anyway, it comes to us from the Japanese companies Duckbill Entertainment, Baku Enterprise, and Bandai Visual. I don't know about the first two, but I know that Bandai Visual have been responsible for many of the Naruto and One Piece video games that have come out as of late. So, that should be good. So, it's actually animated by a Singapore company called Sparky Animation. It's done in CG anime, so less pencils on paper and more 3D computerized animation, so that should be good. And it's actually based on a series of children's books by the author Kimura Yuichi. So, yeah, if you like the anime that's aimed at little children, or if you have children who you want to teach about the world using a animation that isn't really localized to Australian animation, then by all means, check out this anime. I'm not going to repeat the name because I'm just going to make a complete and utter fool out of myself. But if you like the sound of it, check it out. It looks really good. So here we are at the end of another episode of Watch New Japan. What have I told you about this week? Well, I told you about an anime that revolves around a strange animal that doesn't know how to do anything except eat, sleep, and play. I told you about an anime that follows the adventures of a wolf and a goat as they overcome hardships and difficulties to become the bestest of friends. And I told you about an anime that has the main character with an angel mark on his hand and decapitation. Hopefully, one of them attempts to appeal to your sense of viewing pleasure and succeeds. I'm going to definitely try and make the animes that I tell you about each week more diverse. So hopefully I'm catering to a much larger audience. I should probably stop talking now before I say something completely and utterly stupid. So I'm Ray. This has been another episode of Watch New Japan. I'll catch you on the flip side.